All right, so now that we have an understanding of what scatter plots are, and then also what to look for in terms of if they're being a positive relationship, a negative relationship, or no relationship, now let's actually put some actual calculation into this. So what we have here is we have some data about shoe length versus height. And that data has been plotted onto a scatter plot. And now let's see if we can answer some questions about this and then actually get some actual numerical data that can help us understand this relationship a little bit better. So how would you describe the relationship? So I would say that there's a little bit of a positive relationship here. I think I could draw a line through this data that would look something like that. Okay, it may not be perfect, but there'd be something like that. And that line is definitely increasing. So I would say that there's a positive relationship here. I would say as shoe length increases, height also increases. So as the x value increases, the y value also increases. Height also increases. Okay, this line that I drew, it's actually really, really important. The first thing I want to tell you is that it has 3 names, and I'm going to use all 3 names, and I use them interchangeably, and you need to be familiar with all 3 names. Okay, so let's list them out. This blue line that I drew is known as a least squares line, is known as a best fit line, and is known as a regression line. All of those mean the exact same thing, and they're used interchangeably. And the reason why I use all of them is because the curriculum asks to use all 3. Typically, we use the best fit line, but you're going to hear all of these and read all of these, and so you should be familiar. They all mean the exact same thing. They're just 3 names. It's least squares line, aka best fit line, aka regression line. That's what we got going on there. All right. And it wants us to calculate that line. Okay, I'm going to delete that line since it apparently wants to come along for the ride here. Okay, calculate the least squares line, round all values to the nearest hundredth. Okay, well, I'm going to make a second video that shows you how to do that. I've already calculated it, and rounding to the nearest, what does it say, nearest hundredth, I'm going to get y equals 3.66x plus 25.28. Okay, and like I said, there'll be a separate calculator video that will show you how I got those numbers. Let's talk about interpreting those numbers though. Okay, so first of all, it says interpret the slope of the regression line in context of this situation. There's that other name, regression line. Okay, what is the slope here? This is y equals mx plus b. Don't be thrown off by the fact that we have decimals. Y equals mx plus b, and we know that the slope is the thing in front of x. So my slope here, my slope is 3.66. Now, when we answer this question, interpret it in terms of the context of the situation, I want you to make it into a fraction. And it's always going to be over 1 because we're talking about a decimal. And basically, what does this mean? Let's remember that slope is change in y over change in x. So what does my y value represent in this problem? It represents height. And my x represents shoe length. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that the height increases, okay, because this is going up. It's a positive relationship. It's a positive slope, which means we're going up. It increases 3.66 inches for every 1 inch in shoe size. And that's all you have to say. Word it in this way. The y value, y variable increases or decreases if it's a negative slope, blah inches for every 1 inch in, and then you list your x variable. I took all this information right off the graph. The height increases 3.66 inches for every 1 inch in shoe length. Okay, that's how you answer those questions. Okay, it's kind of like a sentence framework, and you just have to fill in the blanks. Let's answer a few more questions. We're going to have to bounce back and forth. All right, so using the line of best fit, predict the height of a man with a shoe size of 14.5 inches. All right, let me rewrite my line of best fit, okay? It's 3.66x plus 25.28. Okay, predict the height of a man with a shoe size of 14.5 inches. They're giving us the shoe size. The shoe size is the x value. So I'm going to plug in 14.5 for x. So y equals 3.66. I'm plugging in 14.5 for x plus 25.28. And then I just go to the calculator. 3.66 times 14.5 plus 25.28 is going to give me 78.35. So my expectation is that a man will be 78.35 inches if he has a shoe size of 14.5. Now, we're going to do something similar with this one, but I want you to notice that this time they're asking us, what would you expect the shoe size to be? And they're giving us the height. Well, the height is the y value. That's our y value. So instead of plugging in for x, I'm going to plug in for y. 66 equals 3.66x plus 25.28. Now all you have to do is solve this equation. I'm going to subtract 25.28 from both sides. That gives me 40.72 equals 3.66x. Divide both sides by 3.66, and I get 11.13 equals x. So if a man is 66 inches tall, I would expect his shoe size to be 11.13 inches. So I can give you the x variable and ask you to calculate the y variable, or I can give you the y variable and ask you to calculate the x value. All of it comes from this regression line, which is calculated in your calculator.